Garrett Bradbury himself is very aware that 2022 is a prove-it year with the Vikings, even under a new coaching staff and front office. Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah and the Vikings declined his fifth-year option, so this is it, put up or shut up time. Now, 56 said he needs to be more consistent, which, with all due respect, that's being very generous, because saying a player needs to be more consistent is like saying, okay, one game, it's like, wow, he looks great, he's kicking ass out there. In the next game, you're left feeling deflated, thinking why he's not producing. That's not Bradbury. For Bradbury, he needs to be decent. Just be decent. Meet the bare minimum standards to be considered good at your job. What we're talking about primarily here is strength, establishing an anchor. Give a tiny bit of resistance in pass protection, because so far, after 3 years, he's been the equivalent of a doggy door. Just flaps back with ease. Doesn't matter whether the dog shoots through or takes his time, that door is going back. And that's a problem with your quarterback, who's a pure pocket passer. If he lines up under center expecting to do 5-7 step dropbacks, by the time he turns around, he's lucky to get his feet set before a center gets pushed into him. And I would have hoped before this offseason we would have seen some sort of headline, Bradbury got jacked up. Oh my God, he looks like a Tonka truck right now. But that hasn't been the case. Every year he shows up light. Now, to his credit, it appears that he's finally gotten the message, saying that he's put on between 10 and 15 pounds, that he's put on weight through lifting and eating, and that he spent the offseason training in Phoenix with Ezra Cleveland and Blake Brandel, which, that's cool. Now, with that said, Cleveland is right in the same ballpark as Bradbury in terms of struggling to hold up against power rushers. I would be jumping for joy if I saw something that Bradbury was working out, training with some beasts that he could learn from, like Jason Kelce. Just go to Philadelphia, do some bench presses with Kelce, and have like 7 cheesesteaks after. But at least he's taking the initiative now. As far as can he really make big-time improvements heading into next season, I'll believe it when I see it, because your 2 tackle spots on the offensive line is legit. Nothing to worry about there. Right guard, I think, is going to be fine. Left guard is a wild card for me, but that center position is really concerning. Now, maybe Bradbury isn't necessarily a lock to be the automatic starter, because offensive line coach Chris Cooper said, according to Chris Thomason, on if Garrett Bradbury is definitely the starter, he said, quote, "They're all pushing each other. Garrett's taken every rep with the ones. He's been doing a great job. Those things get sorted out when we get pads on in camp," which I find very telling, that he left it out there in the open, implying that, okay, maybe there's going to be competition at center after all. Now, if you're the Vikings and you're left still scratching your heads, J.C. Tretter is still available. He clearly still interested in playing, has not retired, and whatever regimen he has going on, it worked for him, because I don't care about the knee issues. He had knee issues all last season, still played through it, and was a boss. I would gladly take J.C. Tretter, knee issues and all, over a fully healthy Garrett Bradbury, and I don't even think that's a hot take. That's just common sense. Off for a couple of days. I'm going to Vegas. I'll be back on Monday. We'll see you then.